Tim Boniface is a Lexington firefighter and was featured as the People's Choice on the cover of Men's Health magazine. We joined him at Elite Fitness in Georgetown to see what you need to do to build some muscle and advance your fitness health.
I've been working out since I was 13. My brother introduced me to weight training. And then, it's something I've just been doing for 20 plus years. It's really therapy for me. It's a great stress reliever. But it's something too that's a key on my job as a firefighter. We need to have strength, but we also need to have endurance. So also doing cardio along with the strength training. And then when I got on this job, I didn't realize that, the number one reason why firefighters die is due to cardiac arrest. And then a close second is cancer-related issues. So that kind of became my goal to, help other firefighters really get in shape and try to utilize the time they have at the station to work out and do various training programs there at the station.
He recommends that everyone new to strength training get a trainer to help with some of the keys to a good fitness plan.
Having a trainer is a great thing. I mean, you can read a lot of stuff online, you can look at magazines, you can train yourself to a degree, but a trainer can help maximize your perfect form. He can also set you up with a program to follow. And then the other thing is, a lot of people come in here and they're like, I don't know what to do. And so they get lost. And so having a trainer who can say, okay, today you're going to work on upper body, tomorrow lower body. He can kind of get you with a program, and then from there you can go out on your own.
He tells us the biggest mistakes he sees is bad form, which can lead to injuries, poor nutrition, which is one of the biggest contributors to overall health and fitness, and breathing. He stresses not to hold your breath or strain during exercise. Tim also notes that it isn't about maxing out. It's about a comfortable, safe weight and even exercises that take advantage of your own body weight.
Knowing what you're doing and not being so anxious to get out there and move massive amounts of weights, because honestly you can get a great workout in just doing your own body weight.
To give you an idea of a good basic plan, Tim takes us through 5 basic exercises that will work much of the body. A reminder that you need to consult your physician and a trainer before starting a program.
One of the most important exercises is deadlifts. It's a good overall mass builder, muscle builder. It actually helps with your posture. It helps with your lower back, strengthens your hamstrings as well as your quads. It's just overall great movement to start with as a beginner. Keep your shins as close to the bar as possible. You want to go with about a shoulder width stance with your feet. Your hands are going to be right outside the bar. Usually I do one grip overhand and one grip underhand, and that prevents you from actually dropping the weight to get you a better grip. The other thing to make sure is that your back is straight throughout the whole exercise. You don't want to round your back. You want to keep your back straight, and you want to pull with your hamstrings and with your back. You don't want to use your arms. You're not going to be lifting it with your arms. So you're going to do one hand over, one hand under. You want to get into almost a squat position. Make sure your chest is high, your head up. And as you do this, just a nice movement upward. You want to arch your back, chest high. And as you lower the weight, control it. And as you see, I slide it right up by my legs. The lat pull down is probably the most common exercise for your back, but there are a few keys as you're lifting. You want to make sure that the seat pad here touches your knees. Your hands, you can do a lot of different grips. You can do an overhand grip. I personally like to do an underhand grip, and the reason that I like to do that is because under a hand grip it actually pulls out your lower lats and really builds the muscle down there. So I'll just show you an underhand grip. One thing to keep here, a lot of people make the mistake of leaning too far back, and by leaning a little more forward, you're actually going to use a lot more back muscles. So just something slow and controlled. Breathe. Breathe. So now we're going to do some strength training for our arms. Of course, the good old dumbbell curls. So grab a weight that's comfortable. And there's a few things you want to keep in mind. Is you want to keep your back pinched, nice and straight, your chest high. And one thing a lot of people make a mistake of is curling up too far. When you curl up too far, you actually relax the muscle. So when you curl, you want to curl to about right there. And as you can see, my hand is turning. Alternate the curls. Breathe. From here, we're going to go into the basic dumbbell bench press. I prefer dumbbells because, like I said, you get to use a lot more muscle fibers to stabilize with. The great thing about dumbbells too is you can have a set at home, and it's easy to grab a set and get a good workout in at home. But what you want to do is really keep the dumbbells really in line with the middle of your chest there, your nipples. And when you press out, use the chest muscles to extend out. It's really easy with that mind muscle connection to feel the chest here. And just a nice slow and control. You can squeeze it at the top if you want. The key to working on your triceps, once again, that mind muscle connection. You don't want to go too heavy on the weight. You really want to flex those tris down at the end. You can use all kinds of variations of bars. This is an easy curl bar. I'll use an inside grip. You can also use V-bar here, where you push down on it. You can use a rope. There's all kinds of variations to doing a tricep extension. One of the things I say is variation is the key, not necessarily repetition, so always you want to kind of mix up your workout. So here we're just going to pull it down. We're going to stand with our back slightly arched, bent over slightly, and you're just going to push out. When you get to the bottom, you really want to flex that long tricep head to feel it. Bring it up nice and slow, and push back down. You want to do about 10 to 12 reps with a weight that's comfortable, something that you'll have to push yourself a little bit, but you don't want to injure yourself. Exercises that we've done, the key is controlling the weight, having proper form, doing a weight you're comfortable with, but you have to push yourself just a little bit. This is not a complete program. We've just introduced a few key exercises. As we said, hiring a trainer, strength trainer, also your diet is the key, and you also want to continue to stay up to date because there's always new stuff. So continue to read the magazines, continue to look online at different exercises, and just give yourself that knowledge, but build a good strong base with that proper form and that nice introduction.